Virgo, oh my God, the energy I am picking up right now is absolutely insane. I am literally getting chills all over my body because what I am seeing for you is beyond what anyone would expect. Everyone thinks when you walk away from someone, they just move on peacefully, but actually, they are losing their absolute minds right now, and I am about to show you exactly what is happening behind the scenes. I just pulled the Tower card in Virgo. This is not what we normally see for someone walking away from toxic energy. This is showing me that your departure has caused a complete mental breakdown in this person's world. We are talking full-scale emotional demolition, and honey, it gets so much more intense than this. Before I dive deeper, let me tell you something that happened just yesterday in my private community. 3 different Virgos messaged me about the exact same energy, all feeling like someone was having a complete meltdown behind the scenes after they chose themselves. And girl, the accuracy was terrifying because the cards are confirming everything they suspected. Virgo, you need to understand something crucial. When you finally walked away, you did not just leave a relationship, a job, or a situation. You removed the one thing that was keeping this person's entire emotional house of cards standing. The Tower here is showing me that your absence has revealed every single crack, every weakness, every lie they told themselves about who they were when you were around. This person, and I am getting strong masculine energy here, but it could be anyone. They built their entire sense of worth around having control over you, around knowing you would always be there to manage their chaos, to clean up their messes, to make them feel important. Your departure was not just losing you, it was losing their whole identity. And Virgo, what makes this even more devastating for them is that you walked away with such quiet dignity. There was no big fight, no dramatic scene, no begging them to change. You just left. And that level of self-respect is what is making them absolutely lose their minds right now. The energy I am feeling is like watching someone frantically searching through empty rooms, opening every door, looking under every piece of furniture, trying to find the one thing that made their life make sense. Except that thing was you, and you are gone. But here's where it gets really wild, Virgo. Let me pull another card for you because the Tower is just the beginning of this story. Oh, wow. I just pulled the 5 of Cups, and this is showing me something completely different than what you might expect. Everyone would think 5 of Cups means they are just sad and crying over spilled milk, but actually, this is showing me they are obsessively replaying every single moment, every conversation, every time you tried to tell them what you needed. This person is not just sad, Virgo. They are in a state of desperate regret that is consuming their every waking moment. I am seeing them at 3 a.m., scrolling through old photos, reading old messages, trying to figure out the exact moment they lost you. And the most painful part for them is that deep down, they know it was not one moment. It was 1,000 tiny moments where they chose themselves over you, where they took you for granted, where they assumed you would just stay. The 5 of Cups shows 3 cups spilled, but 2 still standing, and Virgo, this is what is driving them absolutely crazy. They can see that there were still good things, still hope, still love that could have been saved, but they were too blind, too selfish, too comfortable in their patterns to notice until it was too late. And you know what is making this even worse for them? They are starting to see you everywhere. I am not talking about just missing you. I am talking about cosmic-level reminders that are making them question everything about their life choices. Let me pull one more card because the energy is getting even more intense. Holy. Virgo, I just pulled the King of Swords reversed, and this is exactly what I was sensing. This person has completely lost their ability to think rationally. The King of Swords reversed shows someone who has gone from being logical and controlled to being absolutely chaotic in their thinking patterns. Everyone expects that when someone walks away, the other person might be hurt, but they handle it like an adult. But actually, Virgo, this person has regressed into full emotional toddler mode. They are making decisions from a place of pure reactive emotion, and those decisions are hurting everyone around them. I am seeing this person snapping at coworkers for no reason, getting into arguments with family members over stupid things, being impossible to be around because everything reminds them of what they lost. Their friends and family are probably walking on eggshells because this person has become an emotional minefield. The King of Swords reversed is also showing me manipulation tactics, Virgo. This person might be trying to get information about you through mutual friends, or they might be posting things on social media that are clearly meant for you to see. They have lost all their usual composure and are basically throwing adult tantrums, hoping to get your attention. But here is the thing that is making me almost want to laugh, Virgo. All of this chaos, all of this breakdown, all of this desperate behavior is actually confirming that you made the right choice. Can you imagine if you had stayed? Can you imagine trying to manage someone who falls apart this completely the moment they do not get their way? Your departure was not just you choosing yourself, it was you refusing to be someone's emotional crutch anymore. And the fact that they cannot function without that crutch is showing you and everyone around them exactly who they really are when they do not have you to lean on. Virgo, I need to pull another card because I am feeling like there is more to this story. Something about how this is affecting not just them, but their whole environment. Oh my God. I just pulled the Nine of Swords in Virgo. This is showing me that this person is literally losing sleep over you, but not in a romantic, sweet way. This is obsessive, anxiety-driven insomnia where they are lying awake, creating entire scenarios in their head about what you are doing, who you are with, whether you are thinking about them. The Nine of Swords represents mental torment, and Virgo, this person is experiencing a level of psychological distress that is honestly kind of scary. I am seeing them checking your social media obsessively, driving by places you used to go together, asking mutual friends casual questions that are anything but casual. This card is also showing me guilt spirals, Virgo. This person is finally starting to see all the ways they failed you, all the red flags they ignored about their own behavior, all the times you tried to communicate your needs and they brushed you off. And now that awareness is hitting them like a freight train because you are not there to make it okay anymore. But here is what is really wild about the Nine of Swords energy. This person is not just losing sleep over missing you. They are losing sleep over the terrifying realization that they might actually be the problem. All those times they blamed external circumstances, other people, bad timing, stress from work, whatever excuse they used to avoid taking responsibility for their actions, all of that is crumbling now. Your absence has created this mirror effect where they cannot avoid seeing themselves clearly for the first time in probably years. And Virgo, what they are seeing is not pretty. They are seeing someone who took incredible love for granted, someone who demanded endless patience while giving very little in return, someone who somehow convinced themselves they were the victim in a story where they were actually the one causing most of the pain. The comments are going absolutely crazy right now because so many of you are resonating with this energy. You are all feeling this shift, this cosmic justice, where someone who took you for granted is finally facing the consequences of their choices. Let me pull another card, because I feel like we need to understand how deep this rabbit hole goes for this person. Virgo! I just pulled the Devil reversed, and this is blowing my mind because it is showing me that your walking away has actually freed this person from their own toxic patterns, but they are fighting that freedom with everything they have. Everyone would expect the Devil reversed to be a positive card about breaking free from addiction or toxic cycles, but actually, Virgo, this person is terrified of the freedom your absence has given them. They are so used to blaming their problems on external circumstances, on other people, on you, that now they have to face the fact that most of their misery was self-created. The Devil reversed shows liberation from bondage, but this person does not want to be liberated because liberation means responsibility. It means admitting that they had choices all along. It means acknowledging that every time they made you the villain in their story, they were really just avoiding looking at their own behavior. I am getting this image, Virgo, of someone standing in front of an open prison cell, completely free to walk out and create a better life. But instead, they are choosing to stay inside because the familiar misery feels safer than the unknown possibility of actually having to grow and change. This person is probably telling everyone who will listen about how you wronged them, how you abandoned them, how you never really loved them, because creating that narrative is easier than admitting they systematically pushed away the best thing that ever happened to them through their own selfish choices. But Virgo, here is the beautiful cosmic justice in all of this. The devil reversed is also showing me that whether this person wants to face it or not, your departure has set in motion a process that cannot be stopped. They will eventually have to confront their patterns. They will eventually have to take responsibility. They will eventually have to grow up. The question is whether they do it willingly or whether life forces them to learn these lessons through increasingly difficult circumstances. And honestly, based on the energy I am picking up, they are choosing the hard way. Members of my private community have been messaging me non-stop about this exact energy. They are seeing people from their past having complete breakdowns, making poor choices, burning bridges with everyone around them, all because someone finally had the courage to walk away from their toxicity. Let me pull one more card, because I feel like there is something specific about how this person is taking their anger out on others. Oh, Virgo, this is intense. I just pulled the Five of Wands, and this is showing me that this person has turned their inner turmoil into external conflict with literally everyone in their life. This is not just missing you. This is full-scale emotional warfare against anyone who tries to reason with them. The Five of Wands represents conflict, competition, and chaos, and Virgo. This person is creating drama wherever they go because they cannot handle the peace that would force them to actually feel their feelings about losing you. They are picking fights with friends, starting arguments at work, being combative with family members, anything to avoid sitting with the reality of what they lost. I am seeing this person as someone who has become impossible to be around. Their friends are probably avoiding their calls, their family is getting tired of their attitude, their coworkers are complaining about their behavior, and they are creating this tornado of negativity that is isolating them even further. But here's the really sad part, Virgo. Every relationship they damage, every bridge they burn, every person they push away just reinforces how right you were to leave. They are proving your point with every toxic interaction, every unreasonable demand, every moment of explosive anger. The Five of Wands is also showing me that this person might be trying to create triangulation, bringing other people into the drama, trying to get mutual friends to choose sides, spreading their version of events to anyone who will listen. They are so desperate to not be the villain in this story that they are working overtime to paint you as the problem. But Virgo, everyone who really knows you both can see what is happening. They can see someone who is falling apart without their emotional support system, someone who cannot handle basic adult responsibilities without someone to blame their problems on, someone who is showing their true colors now that they do not have you to manage their image. And the most beautiful part of all of this is that you are thriving without their chaos. While they are creating conflict everywhere they go, you are probably experiencing a level of peace you had forgotten was possible. While they are burning bridges, you are building yourself up. While they are spreading negativity, you are attracting better energy into your life. Let me pull one final card, because I feel like the universe wants to show you something really important about where this all leads. Virgo! I cannot believe what I just pulled. The Wheel of Fortune. And this is showing me that this entire situation is part of a massive cosmic shift that was always meant to happen. This is not just someone having a tantrum because you left. This is the universe rearranging itself to put everyone exactly where they need to be. The Wheel of Fortune represents fate, destiny, and major life changes. And Virgo, your decision to walk away was not just a personal choice, it was you aligning with your highest path. This person's breakdown, their inability to cope, their destruction of other relationships, all of this is clearing the way for both of you to end up where you truly belong. But here's the part that is going to blow your mind. The Wheel of Fortune is showing me that this person's current chaos is actually going to lead them to rock bottom. And rock bottom is where they will finally be forced to do the inner work they have been avoiding their whole life. Your leaving is the catalyst for their spiritual awakening, even though right now it looks like they are just having a destructive meltdown. Virgo, you were never meant to be someone's emotional training wheels forever. You were never meant to sacrifice your own growth to enable someone else's stagnation. The Wheel of Fortune is confirming that everything is happening exactly as it should, even when it looks messy and painful from the outside. This person's rage, their desperate behavior, their destruction of other relationships, all of this is actually serving your highest good because it is making it crystal clear that you made the right choice. Can you imagine trying to build a life with someone who handles conflict this way? Can you imagine trying to trust someone who takes their pain out on innocent people? The universe is showing you their true character now, Virgo, not the version of themselves they presented when they were trying to keep you around. This is who they really are when they do not get their way, when they cannot control the narrative, when they have to face consequences for their actions. And while they are spiraling downward, creating chaos, burning bridges, and isolating themselves, you are being lifted up to a completely different level of existence. The Wheel of Fortune promises that your courage to walk away is going to bring rewards you cannot even imagine yet. I am seeing new opportunities, better relationships, deeper self-respect, and a level of inner peace that you never could have achieved while managing someone else's emotional immaturity. The universe is literally rearranging reality to match your new vibration, Virgo. Your former person's breakdown is not your responsibility to fix. It is not your problem to solve, and it is definitely not a reason to go back. It is confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be, and they are exactly where they need to be to finally learn the lessons they have been avoiding. The energy right now is absolutely electric because so many of you are going through this exact experience. You are all awakening to your own worth, setting boundaries that actually mean something, and watching people reveal their true colors when they realize they cannot manipulate you anymore. Virgo, this reading is your confirmation that every instinct you had was right, every boundary you set was necessary, and every moment of doubt about your decision can be released because the universe is showing you that you are being divinely protected and guided towards something so much better. The person who is raging mad about your departure, who is taking their anger out on everyone around them, who is creating chaos wherever they go, they are giving you the greatest gift possible. They are showing you who they really are when the mask comes off, and Virgo, that is someone you never want to deal with again. Your peace is worth more than their chaos. Your growth is worth more than their stagnation, and your future is worth more than their past. Keep walking forward, keep trusting your instincts, and keep believing that you deserve better, because the universe is about to prove you absolutely right. The comments section is going insane right now, with people sharing their own stories of walking away from toxic people and watching them completely fall apart. Your courage is inspiring so many others to choose themselves too, Virgo. If this reading resonated with your soul and you want to dive even deeper into your personal journey, you know where to find me for more of this powerful energy. But right now, just know that you are being supported by the entire universe for choosing yourself, and everything that is happening is exactly what needs to happen for your highest good. Subscribe now! Your future depends on getting these cosmic downloads as they happen. hit that notification bell because the energy shifts are happening so fast right now, and you do not want to miss what the universe is revealing next.